Twitch.
Twitch.tv/The Bin Podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I need to buy a new mic arm because this is fucking ridiculous.
Going out tomorrow, guys.
Nice.
Right, so if I point this straight on my face, does that actually make any difference to the audio?
Yes.
It's not so great.
Right, so I need to keep it sideways.
Yeah, no, you want it sideways
Yeah.
because you're because it's a condensator, it's on the side.
Yeah. You want
Yeah.
Mine is on the front.
Yeah, okay. No, I just wanted to double check.
It actually has a little blue light that tells me which direction it is.
And your new one has a little
Hello.
light as well.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jartan. These are things. This is talk of fairy tales.
It's right here. It's right here. Package. Fucking.
Well, it ain't here, is it? See where your hat is? Yeah, that made it.
Yeah, how the fuck that happened, nobody fucking knows.
I'm not sure exactly. Well, what's up, everybody? We're in our after show. We're chilling. What y'all doing? Y'all chilling? We're chilling. I might get some chocolate. Some of that
The special chocolate.
some of that special chocolate.
That's
Look,
the worry.
I know you like the milk chocolate, but
There's a milk chocolate right here.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
You get some of that dark chocolate. You get some of that white chocolate. Put it together, milk chocolate. Eat it.
Drink it.
I did not sign up for that.
Yeah, you fucking did.
No, you don't have to sign up. It comes free. Just like those emails that Brenda was getting about, hey, can I inject you with COVID?
The thing is, Jartan, what happened is you forgot to end your subscription. You started your 30-day trial, and now you're fucked.
yeah.
You know how many hundreds of dollars I've lost because I fucking forgot to cancel shit? God, it's the most annoying. They've gotten me for
The only
so much
reason I've
money.
got Amazon Prime is I forgot the day it came out.
Yeah, no, like I signed up for like these 30 days at this web page called The Deviants, and it just won't stop giving.
Specifically asked. But hey, that's kind of his thing. Remember, Wayne? That's kind of his thing.
That's his shtick.
The one thing he's not allowed to talk about. All right.
You said I was allowed to talk about it on the after show. You specifically fucking said that.
Technically, Mikey, you did. You
Did I?
Yes.
You did.
Well, then I was wrong on that.
Hello, Mummy Famine.
Hopefully she's not watching it. Mom, turn it off if you're watching this.
No, it's about to get really exciting.
D'Artagnan has
So I think the general topic of discussion, and feel free to weigh in on the chat, is what are ways that we can convince anti-vaxxers to trust in the vaccine for COVID. I said we just tackle them and stick them, but apparently I'm a monster. So.
No,
Again,
I actually have a solution for this.
No, better be a rocket.
No.
Jartan, is that my camera?
No, that's already packed.
Oh, okay.
What, you think I only got 3 cameras in my house?
You've probably got one in the basin of the toilet.
I would have to say yes, because if you had any other cameras, you would have plugged those in as well to fuck up your system even more than it already is.
It's really bad.
Everything that he has that runs on electricity is going through his computer right now.
It's all bad.
Because that's good. He's got 2 frost giants out the back cranking his generator.
No, because I'm a decent guy. I've got 2 immigrant workers doing it, but they're a member of the union. So they get a decent wage, and they're all like, like these like bikes that you have in gyms, hooked up to a generator.
So
And-
hold on. That's an excellent point. Why the fuck are we not capitalizing on all the wasted energy all you sweaty fools are wasting at the goddamn gym? If you don't set that goddamn treadmill up to a fucking generator, what are we doing? All these bikes,
Yeah.
all these.
Isn't that an episode of Black Mirror?
Yes, it
is.
actually
It's an
is.
episode. It's like
Yeah.
the one I actually watched.
Black
And-
Mirror is fantastic.
I haven't watched it
So-
either.
No, but okay. So they release Utopia in Europe now.
Oh, sweet. Oh, good. Hey, homework for everybody who's watching at home and who's on the stream.
I'm on episode 3.
Okay, please everybody catch up maybe 2 weeks from now when an after show. We're gonna have like a Utopia episode and we're gonna talk about how great this fucking show is on Amazon. It is
Okay, but
fucking spectacular.
Can we do
Kerry's
the
not
boys next
feeling
week? Can we then do the boys next week?
Oh yeah. We should. I thought. Oh yeah, because Brenna, you didn't finish the
I've
boys, did
still not
you?
watched it.
Oh,
Watch the last episode.
Yeah. So next week we do the boys. Week after we do Utopia.
Are we caught up on Star Trek Discovery, or am I the only one
Yes.
who watches it? Okay.
I haven't seen one
No,
episode.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm
there.
not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm
I'm not a fan of
sorry.
how they depicted the Trills.
No.
No spoilers, please. Please.
Okay.
You're not gonna
No,
watch
not
it.
said anything. Not said anything.
I am.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I love that show. But yes, of course. But when we talked about what we watch on
Anti-vaxxers.
TV, no, we have to talk about what we watch on TV, and there's this fantastic website that you all should go
Stop
to.
it!
no,
Stop
no.
it!
Mikey, bin him off.
What?
Bin him off. Bin him
Enough
off.
out of you.
No, but I'm not talking about that website.
Jesus.
No, I'm really not.
Go on then.
Okay, I was talking about that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Fucking
Okay, go
cracking.
anti-vaxxers. Come on.
Yeah. My thing is, like, a lot of my people on the Facebooks and the Instagrams are all about and it quick how they've got this vaccine out. Well, yeah, because they've shut everything else down. They're concentrating on nothing but COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be double quick. We had it confirmed today from our lovely guest. So how do we convince these absolute fucking clusterfucks that they should trust people that know stuff more than them?
Well, I think the whole issue is trust, right? And I think a lot of people are wise not to trust the government, not to trust big medicine. They're wise to be distrustful of these entities because of their historically monstrous track records in dealing with certain groups of people. There is a reason why Black people tend not to go to doctors. And they don't have banks. They don't have bank accounts. It's because there is systemically put in us this innate fear of these institutions because they have not always been these malign entities that exist in the culture. They have been predatory and damaging in a lot of ways. And it's going to take a leap of faith to get people to just go on board with that.
Can I interject on that? I think that's an exclusively American problem because over here, it don't really matter. You can't function without a bank over here. You cannot.
It's very difficult to function over here without a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's not systemically a problem. Like if you're Black, you have a bank account. It don't matter. If you're employed, you have a bank account. It don't matter. So I think that's a systemic problem in America. That's unique to your side of the water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jartan, would you say that's the same in Sweden?
What?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He didn't interrupt us. That's how you know he's not listening.
I want to take this cunt down at the chicken shed, man.
Did someone give us $100?
No, but not for good reasons.
No, okay, no, but the whole anti-vaxxer thing. I think you said it. I think this is like 3 or 4 years ago when we just started hanging out. Or more, well, fucking 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Holy time!
Make your mind up.
Yeah, a long time ago when we just started hanging out. You
In a
said
podcast far, far away.
Far away.
you cannot use logic to fight illogic. So if you have decided that you're gonna defy all logic, all science, everything of this to reach your conclusion, why would you ever use logic to reach a new one? Like, you have already decided, I am not going to look at the science, I'm not going to look at the logic, I'm not going to look at all of these parameters. I am just going to do the things and look at the things that goes into my implicit bias. I am just going to look for things that already confirms what I think that I know. And then I'm going to ignore it. Then you can't use science. Then you can't use logic to convince these people of the same thing.
There was a James played a really poignant clip.
James who?
James who?
James O'Brien.
Oh, James O'Brien. Yes.
On
played a very
LBC.
he played a really poignant clip on his show today, and it was an Australian journalist against an Australian talk show host, and he said, with climate change and climate denial, you've turned physics into an opinion. And I thought that was just so poignant in the sense of, like, here is a law of physics, here is my opinion, but because my opinion is stronger than your facts, they're the same. And that's exactly what's going on with regards to anti-vaxxers, climate deniers, all these. I mean, there are skeptics that are legit, and we all have to be skeptical of stuff. But when the facts change, you change your mind. That's it. That's the basic.
I don't think there's going to be one thing that changes anti-vaxxer minds, or does. I think there needs to be a lot of work involved in trying to reduce the misinformation that's going around. Really get everybody who possibly can, the doctors, our politicians, the celebrities, just to come out and say this is important. And then, like here in California, we have vaccine mandates if you want your children to get into school. So, and there is the only exception are health exceptions. So you have to have certain health criteria in order to get exemption from having to have vaccines. So requiring vaccines, especially in this climate when it's like a global thing, in order, like, get your kids back into school, they have to have the vaccine. Traveling in certain places, you need to have a vaccine, just like we do. You have to have vaccines for certain travel anyway here. So those kind of things really need to be put into place and actually
Enforced.
Enforced is good. Just really, like, everybody needs to be as most people on board as humanly possible from all different angles, from the very bottom to the very top, and to get more people in it, because it's not going to take one guy saying, yeah, y'all need a vaccine. It's a lot of people saying, we need a vaccine. We need to all take it for the health of everybody. Oh my gosh, you're 10. One camera.
Here's a comment from the chat from Stuart. Hey, Stuart. Exactly. People already think they have looked at the science. The problem is they have only looked at what they want to see and disregarded everything else that challenges their personal agenda. Well put, Stuart.
More people involved in getting vaccines out there, the better we have a chance of getting more people vaccinated and for the vaccine to take in effect. So the more people we get vaccine, the less time we have to spend locked in our house. And as we just saw with Chicago's going into a very near total lockdown.
I can't wait. I need some time off work.
Here in Orange County, we're getting pretty close. Probably in a month, we'll probably be in purple, in a purple tier, which means that mostly every non-essential service is going to be out. So, like, we need everybody to be on board, as many people on board as possible to get the vaccine. We need more people to wear the damn masks.
Yeah, but this is
people to do this.
The problem you're going to come across is the libertarian sort of strand of people, where you can't tell me what to do. You can't force me to have this vaccine. I'm a freeman of the land. All this bullshit that goes on. And this is where we need to establish trust within our government. We're all skeptical of our governments. Everyone is. But there are certain things you have to ask the question, why would they do this to harm you? Why would they do it? And the problem that I have with regards to this is, like, if a vaccine came out right now, I'd take it. I'd ask Kerry to take it. I'd ask my two daughters to take it, or take my two daughters to take it. But when someone says to me, you shouldn't take this, their science is based on opinion. So how do you convince those people whose opinion thinks that it trumps science?
Yeah, please don't bring up him today. We're not talking about him. He lost. We won't talk about losers on this show.
Yeah.
I like people who didn't lose elections.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a deep cut, Brenna. That's a deep cut.
So I just want to
she shoots, he scores.
Yeah. No.
There's some good people who lost their elections. I'm sorry for the good people.
You and the internet tonight.
And your prize is...
How do you reason with... I know it's like you can't reason people out of a situation that they've not been reasoned into. But what do you do to... because we all know people that are literally harming themselves and harming people around them by perpetuating ridiculous opinions when the facts are absolutely up against them. How do we fight that? What do we do? Anyone?
I'm typing to the chat.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can.
What'd you do? Right? Oh, fuck off, Jartan, with your other mic. Camera.
No, we're done with that, Jartan. You get one. You have to choose. And that's it.
But come on, there's four of us here. You must have had conversations with people where they've gone, oh, I didn't think of it like that. What was it that put me on the edge?
No, I haven't.
Okay, no, I've
really?
No, okay, so I've been home having bad migraines all week, and
COVID.
Yeah, one of the reasons that I've been having bad migraines are because people over here are as ignorant and stupid as everybody else. I have people on my Facebook, people that I went to school with, people that I consider to be
other Norse gods. Low key.
Fairly intelligent, nice guys with, good values. But then they started posting all of these articles about some doctors say that maybe we shouldn't do quarantine in Norway. Maybe we shouldn't do this in Norway. Maybe we shouldn't do this. And that's fine, because you're always entitled to your opinion, but this is the same thing that we've been dealing with the people who have been saying that climate change is man-made, because 98% of all climate scientists say it is man-made. 2% say it isn't, but every time you turn on the telly, there's always one guy from no it isn't, and one guy from is. But what would have been a fair depiction of this would having 49 scientists on one side saying it is man-made and one scientist on the other. That would be been a
But
fair
instead, they
depiction
put
of
up
this.
one versus one.
So you get that 50-50 divide. It's the same thing now about COVID. So 98% of all fucking epidemiologists and fucking doctors around the world say we should do these steps. These are good steps to prevent people from dying until, as our dear friend Alisa said, we can get herd immunity through a fucking vaccine, because we need a vaccine. We have never had a disease where we have gotten herd immunity without a fucking vaccine. So we need a vaccine, but we need to fucking put everything off until we do have that vaccine. It might be here through Pfizer in 6 months. We don't fucking know. But until then, we have to do whatever we can. And then you have 2% saying,
The problem is that
Hold on, Wayne. I was waiting.
Sorry.
So
I'm not done. But the fair depiction of this is having 49 people standing on one side and one guy on the other. But when you are searching for something that just confirms your bias, you will find that thing on the internet. But you are not a doctor. You are not an epidemiologist just because you have a keyboard and fucking Google. Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that you're mistaking here is that you're thinking that one side versus like one person on screen versus another person on a screen is giving the arguments an equal say, because one person represents a mountain of evidence and one person represents nothing. So the problem is that people are bad at disseminating what knowledge is and what bullshit is. That's the issue. Because it wouldn't matter how many people were on either side. If one argument is correct and one is false. So like we don't have to have 49-1 when it comes to flat earthers. You only need one. You only need one scientist in the room, and he can properly deal with a flat earther.
But the thing is, I think that's a new phenomenon. So I don't think that's fair to equivocate to anti-vaxxers, because anti-vaxxers are long established. So flat earthers, we can all just sit there and laugh at them and go,
flat earthers have been around for centuries.
There's flat earthers all around the world.
No, but what I'm saying is that they've not been mainstream. They've not had the platform that they have now. And the only reason that like Netflix did that documentary on them is because they're box office. And this is the problem.
It's funny to laugh at the dumb people. Like that's almost like why we see a lot of these these against the science people, is because it's funny to point and laugh at the dumb guy, but really giving stupidity that kind of platform has caused us to have issues in high-ranking places like our government, where people have to make decisions about science, and yet we just like to sit and laugh at the dumb guy. So that's a huge problem, and that's what we are facing, is everything has to be entertainment.
Yeah, and have you noticed that
you have to be able to laugh at the funny person. Like,
the problem is, the dumb guy. Jartan,
one at a time.
Jartan, let me just finish this point. The dumb guy has now become box office, so now he has credibility, which means that we have to listen to the dumb guy because he's box office. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's stupid, and I think now we have to switch that over. And how do we stop making the dumb guy the box office?
Okay, but my question is, so maybe we should stop platforming the dumb guy then.
Yeah, but then that's not commercially viable.
Oh, he's talking about himself.
Nah.
Get rid of the dumb guy.
Get rid of the dumb
guy.
Bye,
dumb guy.
What do you do? Don't come over here.
Uh-oh.
Did it go
Uh-oh.
through your hair?
The lady is talking.
Where?
Oh,
I don't know.
oh, that's not good news.
Oh, Mikey, come on.
Mikey, come on,
In
we're tired.
suspense.
What? The suspense is killing us.
Use a rag.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, Mikey, shut the fuck up. Wind your neck
Hey,
and you
and
little
by the
cunt.
way, Google Eats in our chat is a fucking liar. I went outside and my fucking food wasn't there. That is
I will.
bullshit.
I will be back. I have to. I'll tell you when I get back.
Uh-oh. Bound chicka wow.
He'll be coming back in like 20 minutes, all sweaty and going like, "Oh no, it was nothing."
The ovulation is at peak. Okay. So we're talking about the dumb guy.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that that is the issue that we are facing. Yes, of course, you should have somebody pointing out both sides. The problem is when you have one guy on each side. The optics is that you're giving same validity to both sides, and we should stop doing that. We shouldn't give the same validity to both sides. Yes, the guy who has, science-based opinions and are presenting actual fucking evidence for what he's saying and actual research and actual evidence, he will make sense. But to the people listening, they won't hear his arguments.
No,
Because they have already decided that it is bullshit. It's like if what we talked about, I think it was with Graham last week, is that if Wayne, as a black guy, starts talking to a racist, the racist has already deemed Wayne as less as.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? But if somebody who looks like him, talks like him, is talking to him about racism, about why the shit that he's talking about is wrong, he might actually take some of that shit to heart.
Boy,
This
oh
is a
boy.
but the problem is that we are doing the optics of having equal validity to both sides by having one person over here and one person over here debating this issue. And that optic is a problem because people will see what they want to see. That is my
But
point.
how do we, as the consumer or the person watching this, how do we stop the equal?
But exactly what I did when I took myself off the show. Stop fucking platforming the dumb guy. Stop having these idiots saying that.
But I'm not in charge of, say, CNN. I can't do anything about what they do. What do I do?
You're in charge of your lawn guy, so to fucking turn it off.
So okay, fine. You don't want to listen to what I have to say?
Sorry.
Since Wayne has probably put his foot in his mouth, let me tell you what just happened. So my lady was doing a little color to the hair, and she was sitting on the steps, and the cat decided he wants a little snug time and rubbed his whole, from like his nose to like the nape of his neck, up against her wet, chemically treated hair.
Oh no.
So we'll
So
see.
just got Pepe Le Pew.
So he might be Pepe Le Pew. We'll see. He's got gray fur, so I think his fur is too dark to get bleached or anything. There's no bleach in it. Okay, so, but yeah, she's just like, the cat just did X, Y, and Z. I was like, oh shit. Now what? Now what is this cat up to? That's where I was. Anyway, Brenna, you were saying. Oh, can you please unmute? I'll mute Wayne. Oh, hold
Apparently nobody could listen to what I have to say. What I'm saying is, so I cannot control what the media puts on who they put on their show. I watch MSNBC most of the time, so they tend to not allow anti-vaxxer people to be platformed.
Whoa. Yeah.
Sorry, the gardeners.
Google Eats just owns the chat. He says, "We're sorry, Mr. Charlton. Your order of 1 can of soup standing exploding in our delivery vehicle. Would you like to reorder?"
I love how this serious conversation about how we deal with a global pandemic and the anti-vaxxers has come to Jartan's
Fish cans.
exploding fish cans. So, if we're done talking about anti-vaxxers, then I can go to work.
No, I think that we are talking about the same thing. I think that as a consumer, it's very important that you stop. We as consumer, when it comes to all of these weird shows, you know, like Hollywood Housewives or what the fuck ever it is, like we need to stop watching it. Like stop watching Paradise Hotel, stop watching X on the Beach, stop watching all these shows, because the only reason all of these shows keep going season after season after season is because people are watching it.
Someone's watching it.
What?
Yeah.
Someone's watching it. Yeah.
And this is the thing. Politics is becoming reality shows.
Yes. And
We've
when
already seen that.
and when CNN or BBC or who the fuck ever are doing these things for a clickbait, we should say, turn off. I'm not watching this anymore. Like, when you want to be serious, because there is no reason for you to have an anti-vaxxer fucking advocate on a news show at all, because all he's doing is lying. So why he's on a debate show is, for me, only thing you have to do is read, okay, these are lies, these are lies, these are lies, these are lies. All of these fucking things are lies. They don't not exist. The earth is not fucking flat. Vaccinations fucking work. Blah, 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 blah. And you don't need to have them on. You don't need to create the fucking optics of there being a 50-50 equivalency to these two arguments.
Jartan, what you're saying is that they're re-establishing an already debunked falsehood. This is not true. All this shit is not true. But by putting it on here, you're creating that confirmation bias for these absolute numpties that sit in the back bedroom touching themselves.
Well, and then you can go like the guy getting the anti-vaxxer getting picked on by the host. Now they've become a martyr. Now,
exactly, which is what Trump is doing.
He will not be named on this show for the next 2 months. Can we just like not name him at all? Like, I get sick every time we fucking hear.
We'll call him Voldemort.
No, you can't say his name, you dickhead.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You had one job, Mikey.
Did you see in the chat, dude?
So it doesn't clean it to get those chemicals out of it. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Well, looks like I'm going to be going to the emergency room later on today if I got to give him a bath. That cat is going to fucking destroy me. He's very strong.
He was a cat. Put him in the bath, turns into Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but fucking washing a cat is like the worst thing.
It's the worst thing.
Like, my dog hates water.
Mikey's going to have a whap.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize. That was awful.
We're definitely going to need a bucket and a mop. That's for damn sure.
Where's Ben Shapiro when you need him?
Just make sure it doesn't touch that tingly thing in the back of your throat.
Oh, it's descended into hell.
And we're done. That was awful.
Oh, God.
Round of applause for that one.
Okay, all right.
Good job, Wayne.
Yeah. Tons of mine says you can go to work now, Brian.
And I'm done.
And on that bombshell, back to the studio.
No, but the point the point is about all these fake sciences, all of these things that don't work. And we all saw it through that Netflix thing. What's it called? Beyond the Curve, right?
Yeah.
Where everything that they did got debunked, and they just tried to redo it, and when they couldn't replicate the fucking result, they went, "Oh, that's interesting," but they still didn't change their mind. Because it becomes a cult at a point, because you do get
100%. 100% it does.
So you don't you sort of you say goodbye to a lot of your previous friends and family, and then all of these people are sort of where you are, and you are separated from normal. And as soon as you start walking away from that cult or that opinion, you also have to say goodbye to a lot of your securities and the people that you rely on to have
Your
back.
identity.
Yeah. So this is not just about social issues. This is also psychological. This is about how we relate to other people and how we do it. There's a cultism. Cultism, is that a word? I think it's
Yes, it is.
To these movements, the flat earthers, the anti-vaxxers, and everything. So we always need to have a door open for them if they want to come over to the bright side, right? To the good side. But
let me address something Kay said in the chat. Kay, longtime friend of the show, says, quote, "Wait for the pharmaceutical industry to cook something up, take the shot, get back to work," quote, end quote, has been Trump's only plan this entire time. And while that might have been Trump's plan, there's parts of that would have been anybody's plan. I think developing a vaccine for a pandemic would have been anybody's plan. And just because homeboy was a fucking total fucking barbarian in office, it doesn't mean that vaccines for medicines or vaccines for viruses aren't good things to have anyway. You know what I mean? I know Big Pharma has its challenges, especially here in the States. And I know trusting government entities has its problems in the States. But
can I push back on that a little bit, please? Because Trump came out and said, "Look at Pfizer's timing. They didn't want to support me, so they announced it after the election."
No,
they did it purely because after the election meant that it was done because they were doing it for the right reasons. If they'd done it before, he would have hijacked it and used it for the election. Let the election go, we'll announce it, and then happy days. And they did it after Biden was announced as the president-elect. So I don't understand how people can still say that these big pharmaceutical companies are doing it for political reasons for any particular party.
No, I don't think it's a political thing. That was the reason that they were staying. It's the same old. Whatever you need to do to get these people back to work, so that the engines keep pumping and we can keep getting rich and these people can continue to be poor.
Sorry. So you misunderstand me there, Mikey. I'm saying that they held off from saying it for the election.
Okay. Well, then, if I misunderstood you, I want to reread it so that you can address, because you're missing a key point of what the statement was.
Sorry.
It says, "Wait for the pharmaceutical industry to cook something up, take the shot, get back to work," has been Trump's only plan this entire time. And some of Kay's other stuff, I don't know if you can't see the feed. Other comments have been more economy-based comments about how they just kind of want us to do whatever it takes to get people back to work.
Which has been Trump's narrative, but they announced it after the election, so that goes completely against Trump's narrative. Because now they can get the shot, go back to work, but that's after Trump's gone.
Yeah,
if they announced it before.
But what he's saying is that Pfizer wanted Biden to have it, so they didn't want to announce it. They could have announced it while I was president, and then we would have had a vaccine. That is his narrative, right? He's saying that they're working against him.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. But if I can just address what Keres just said, is that so Trump got it right to a certain degree. So we should wait for a vaccine to arrive. But while waiting for a vaccine to arrive, lock it down, fucking sit tight, make sure as few people as possible die from this horrific fucking disease, and then let's find a new normal. So he got it 50% right by saying, yes, we need to wait because nobody has the
No,
resources.
he did, no. He said the opposite. He was like, open it up.
Trump is by all accounts an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, yes, but he said,
and he's been so the idea that he has this let's get a vaccine, that's political, so that he can get those few people that were kind of iffy about him to be on his side. Like, oh, okay, so he actually wants a vaccine. Oh, he wants no, he's an anti-vaxxer.
100%.
There are lists of things that he has said against the damn flu shot. By the way, I got my flu shot.
yes.
Get
Listen,
your damn flu
I am
shot
just
up
saying.
in.
Yeah, I'm just saying to what Kay said. Wait for the pharmaceutical industry to cook something up. That is a good statement.
Mm-hmm.
Everything after that is fucked up because you shouldn't go back to work. You should fucking social distance. You should keep your distance. You should stay at home as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Until that vaccine comes up. So that's the 50% that he got right in that statement. Statement.
I disagree because he has been a massive advocate for let's open it up. Let's get everyone back to work. And then as soon as the vaccine came out, he was like, oh, they did it after I was like voted out. So you can't have it both ways. It's basically tossing a coin and saying heads I win, tails you lose.
Kay has clarified.
Okay.
My point is that it wasn't a good plan under Trump. It's not going to be a good plan under Biden. In the U.S., they are not doing those extra bits, though. I'm saying both the GOP and the Dems are treating the development of a vaccine as a magic bullet and offering little else in the way of support.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. So, yes, we should do those extra steps. We should do the lockdowns. We should stay at home. We should social distance. Wear your face masks, everybody. I'm not required to wear one when I go to the store. I fucking do. Right?
Yeah, but that's a public health thing.
Yes, but
no, we literally sit here choking up when we see your boat every time.
My boat?
Boat race face, Cockney rhyming saying. I'll learn you.
What are you talking about? I think he's trying to communicate, Brenna.
I don't know. They're not speaking English.
Oh,
he's speaking British.
Wow.
It's
Everybody should speak American.
No, okay, so I'll stop and I'll talk in a very Norwegian accent so you don't get confused. It is very easy to get confused if I talk in a different accent, so I'll talk in this.
Not really. You sound even more Scottish than you normally do.
Yeah, I'm about to say you sound super Scottish now.
You're just a snide Scandinavian.
This is awful.
It's more because of all of the weird things that we did to the Scottish when we invaded them 1,000 years ago. We did a lot of things, and that's why they have the weird accent.
That's not true.
It is actually true.
We usually touch that little dingly thing that was.
Oh Jesus!
Who is tapping? What is that? Tap it wherever you are.
Well, hey, mate, you can see my mic. It's right here, miles away from my face. Apparently,
it is.
But you can still hear me.
Not as well though. Hey, why don't you
wind? You slag.
How about you wind your neck out? Yeah.
I haven't got like a Dal Sim neck.
Just stretch it out a little bit.
There's a Street Fighter 2 reference you'd never thought you'd hear.
Oh, and
Wayne.
And my challenge is still out there. I will smoke the boots off of anybody on this podcast in Street Fighter. It's not even going to be close.
Really?
Not gonna be close.
Mate, challenge accepted.
Because I'm an adult, I don't play those kind of video games anymore.
Do you know who you sound like? You know the South African rock bloke from Ragnarok?
What?
Have you seen Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
The South African rock giant. You sound like him. Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck. What's going on?
Has he
What's
seen it? He was in it.
Yeah. he was Thor's stand-in.
He was wearing a slim suit.
What do they call it?
So now I look like fucking Chris Hemsworth.
No.
Yes.
Right, Mikey, bring him. Let's bring him up.
Oh, look at he's gonna do it himself, guys.
Screen share from Wayne.
You guys do
yeah,
not know how
fuck,
big this
fuck,
is
man.
for me.
Yeah.
I'm so proud right now.
I main Ken. I used to use Ryu, but then started watching some tournaments, and I like Ken more. And we're talking about Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, the best Street Fighter there ever was. I watched like a fucking 80-minute fucking documentary on YouTube about how that game was like developed and made. It was like a love story. It was great. I loved every minute of it. Oh, Big Carpster says make it a money match. I'll put some I'll put some coins on it.
Pleasure, man.
I'll put some coins on it. And Gustav says Norwenglish.
Have you got that?
Nope.
No.
What?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Damn it.
Almost got it.
I was going so well up until now.
We rooted for him and everything.
Any other topics we want to talk about?
How hard is it to press share screen?
There it is.
There we go.
There's
All
you,
right.
man.
There we go.
There's your turn. That's the accent that you came across with, even though it was South African. South African. Oh, mate.
It's actually New Zealand, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who's not American sounds the same, don't they?
It's actually New Zealand.
Actually,
Whatever.
he's a Kiwi.
Yeah.
Are we back to normal screen now?
Yep.
That's true.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yes, I want to talk about something.
What would you like to talk?
Talking to your mic, then, mate.
Yeah, but give me a second.
He's fixing his
No. I'm sorry.
warrior braid.
His war knot.
I get berated for not talking into my mic or not having my compressor the right way round, and he's sitting there fucking leaning back, going.
I was fixing my ponytail. It was important. Okay.
You fucking man bun.
I don't know that. Never mind. I'll let it go this time, Wayne. But you got one more time to make any hair jokes, and the cap's coming off, sir. Where's your man bun? You ain't got one.
Where's his forehead hair? That's the biggest fucking forehead I've seen since what was it, Fast and the Furious 2?
Really? Really? Your fucking man bun, it seems to be stretching your face back like fucking that scene in Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Something
yeah.
needs to get the fucking wrinkles away.
I was about to say, that's how I keep my wrinkles down, is pull my hair really far back.
The fucking day cream isn't doing it for me anymore.
Oh, vanity.
Jesus.
Brenna, how do you keep your skin looking so great?
That's a good question because my skin looks awful.
It doesn't. It looks beautiful.
I actually, you know what's really strange? I'm just one of those people that really doesn't do much to my skin. Like I'm not putting a whole bunch of chemicals or shit on it. I barely put makeup on, and I just allow my little freckles to come through.
They're
You see,
cute.
Wayne, I've been telling you that for years. Like, if you just tone down the makeup, your skin will heal.
Big Curbster in the chat. Ollie, you gonna play Cold War when it comes out? Probably. I always say no whenever the new COD comes out, and then I get really drunk and I order it. So I'll say no now, but just know that probably in a month or so I'll have it.
The thing is, this is a bad time to get a new game
Why?
because it's in that transition period.
So?
Because a new console's out.
Yeah, but you know, if you have Xbox, if you buy it on either one of the consoles, then you get it for both.
Yeah, but it's just a bad transition time because normally it's about 2 to 3 years in before a console really reaches its potential with games.
What does that have to do with me buying a new game on the same system?
Okay, think of Altered Beast on the you had, I think it was Genesis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then think about the games on the Genesis towards the end of its run. The difference in gaming. That's what I'm saying. They rush games out just to fill the quota for the new console, but they don't live up to the potential of the particular console.
So you're saying wait. So you're saying wait to buy the game.
I'm saying wait to buy anything for at least a year.
What are you? I'm not waiting a year. You are daft.
No.
Why would I not play any new games for a year just because it just came out? It'll just get better as I keep owning it. They'll do patches and updates to the game, but I don't want to just not play anything new for a year because the game just came out.
Any time a new console comes out, the games they put out are normally rushed out games that do not live up to the potential of the system.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not getting a new system for quite some time anyway.
Huh.
So I'm gonna be on the same.
I like my Xbox.
Yeah,
It does its job.
I'm sticking to the same brick and mortar that I got before.
Okay, if you're staying with that, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to the new consoles, leave them alone for at least a year. Plus the price drops.
Never mind him; he's talking bollocks. When we're here, I want to just pitch this, which you all should get, which is fucking amazing. I got it just yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic fucking game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It is insane, but
you're the main character in that game, aren't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it modeled after you?
No, it's not. He's badass. I'm just a lonely man. But
that's a song right there.
But when you choose your character, this is not a spoiler. When you choose your character, choose the woman. She's way better than the guy. Choose the girl. She's more badass. She looks better. Her voice is better. The actor doing it is absolutely fantastic. Please buy this game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It is fantastic, by the way.
He's traumatized because
kidding.
See, look, he already has a hotspot because he won't stop scratching the same spot, and it's behind his ear too. I just trimmed his nails. I think I missed one because there's like one that's like super sharp.
He looks like a wrestler wearing a singlet with his arm out.
Can't be bothered with this one.
It's like Jerry the Cat Lawler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck. There was just one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Fuck. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I had something to say about choosing female characters for your main. I typically do that just because the female characters tend to have smaller hitboxes, and that makes it harder to shoot me.
It was the same with Assassin's Creed Odyssey as well. Like, the girl in that game was badass. The guy was boring as shit to play with. Like, the voice acting wasn't as good. But
so you're gonna stream you playing Valhalla, right?
On our
Twitch. Yeah,
of course.
Because I won't play that. I can't do like the long ass fucking adventure games. I get too bored.
Well, what I'll do once I get my PlayStation reset up.
Your PlayStation 1, because you can't have any new systems.
I've got a PS4, but I've got an OG PS4. So
isn't that too new though? Like, shouldn't you wait a couple of years until?
You should, I don't know.
no. It's now peak PS4.
No, it's
It's
so
it's
we
the
were just
right time to
It's
open
like-
it up.
so just
Let it go.
so just like we were talking about how these anti-vaxxers will not listen to logic. Here's Wayne over here telling us to wait a fucking year to fucking play a new title. Like, I cannot believe the hypocrisy.
Look in the chat. Big fucking Curbster agrees with me. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the voice actor for Cassandra was fucking amazing, and the one for Alexis was ass.
Oh, look at
And I
Jar
fucking
looking for
agree.
confirmation bias.
Exactly.
Look, no, but I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm
There's-
talking about. I'm good at this shit.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's not like there was 999 other comments that disagree with him, and he found that one. There was just 1 to 1.
We're gonna
so.
platform each equally.
Yeah, so if you love the guy's voice acting
I blocked everyone else. So there has not been any negative comments about my comments.
Oh,
Wow.
and for the inevitable porn bots that will post links in our fucking comments that I have to delete every week, fucking knock the shit off. Getting tired of having to go back into our fucking
Are
episodes.
you the guy blocking him? Come on, at least let me click the link before you delete them. What the
I
fuck?
will copy.
Those are a week's worth of fun.
I'll copy and
That's
paste
all he has to
before I
live
delete.
for.
Look at the state of his hairy palms.
Google Eats. What the fuck? dude?
Google Eats is crushing it. It's got to be tons of mice. It's got to be.
It's
It's too funny to be anybody else. It's too funny.
All right.
I can tell you.
I think my day is done for this.
Brendan
I
needs to lay down.
I had fun.
Well, thanks for
Um,
joining us here on the Bin Podcast, Brenna.
Yeah.
Brendan,
Thanks
it's
for
always
inviting
fun.
me.
Brendan, it's always fun to have our teammate with us.
Oh, who me?
Listen,
Yeah,
Okay.
you're one of the OGs.
listen,
Founder member,
Yep.
All
founder
right.
member, producer, Brenner.
All right.
Whiskey
everybody.
drinker.
See you guys later. Have fun doing whatever you guys are going to do.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Wear a mask.
No.
Bye.
Bye.
Why am I watching Sport Ball all of a sudden?
That's what I've been doing this whole time. We gotta get
Oh, this is.
people
think
like
this is-
sports, man. People like video games, and we're talking about video games.
Is this curling?
This is field hockey. Indoor competitive field hockey.
But they're touching it with their hands.
Yeah, where's the masks?
Oh, this, clearly football. Clearly football.
All right, I have a real question. Do you guys watch clips from like the news or like on anything that's from like?
No, I can't listen to you. Can you please remove this from my screen, please?
My God,
Hang on 2 seconds. We'll be back in 2 seconds.
such a bait.
No, I can't focus. Like if there's a TV in the room that's on, that's moving pictures.
That doesn't have to. It has nothing to do with your ears, mate.
No, I'm like a fucking cat. The only thing I'm watching now is your fucking video game. Can you?
There we go.
There, thank you.
Have you guys noticed when you watch something that's from like a year ago, and then you look at everybody and they're not wearing masks, you're like, what the hell? Something is off about this. Oh, this was the before times, back when the world was safe.
Yeah. Hey,
It's-
have you got that thing where you see like old movies of people hugging and you kind of cringe? Go, no, you
Ooh.
can't do that.
shaking hands with people that they just meet.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
what are you doing?
What you did?
Where's your hand sanitizer?
Yeah, I went into my Harley Davidson dealership. By the way, buy Harley Davidson motorbikes. By the way,
No.
everybody, just buy one. And they started putting up like, you know, like those white and yellow black tapes around every salesman's desk, and putting the chairs outside so you have at least like 2 meters
Yeah.
distance. It's like, whoa.
It's strange to see, but I think I'm getting very used to it because I work in a retail space, so I'm constantly having to deal with the new and changing standards of cleanliness that they're asking of us, but I'm fine with all of it. Whatever y'all want us to do, that's fine. But I just really wish that at least the Americans, and it sounds like the Europeans as well, would understand that we're doing all this extra shit to keep you fuckers safe. The least you can do is be nice to us. I can't wear a mask for 15 minutes. It's like, I've been here fucking 8.5 hours, broad. If you don't shut up. Shut your whining mouth.
No, it's the same thing. Like, I drive trucks and I work from home. So, basically, on usual workday, I maybe encounter 3 people. These 3 people are never within 2 meters of me. And this is not because of Corona. This is just because of how my job works, right?
Right.
So for me, the transition hasn't been big at all. But I understand for the retail business, and for me walking into, because one of my best friends, Stefan, which we are going to have on the show, by the way, talking about next year's Harley Davidson bikes, works in this store. It's like, I always go and sit down by his desk and we have a chat and a cup of coffee and all of that. But having that like yellow black tape around his desks is like, fucking hell, even fucking in Sweden people are starting to take this shit seriously now.
Yeah,
And yes, Big Herbert, it was too much for me to focus on. I can't do 2 things at once. Like, I have to stop in the set of stairs to fucking chew chewing gum. What the fuck do you expect from me?
Every couple of steps is jump, jump, jump.
No, it's just, I don't know.
I'm ready for all this stuff to be over, but I'm also ready for everything to get shut down so we can get this over faster.
I am so ready for this to be over because you know what I've done?
Taking set aside some money so you can come stateside and hang out with your boys.
Yes, I have. I have also arranged for us all to meet at a certain house where we all can stay for a week.
Buckingham Palace. Come on.
Yeah, that's not in the States, mate. I don't know if you know this, but they haven't moved it yet.
Oh, I thought we sold it to you.
No,
that was Greenland.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Denmark said no.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make is that we are gonna do sometime as soon as Corona's over. Me and Wayne are going stateside. All of us is gonna meet up and have live fucking feed in a house. I'm not gonna say where, but I have this house that we can borrow for free for a week.
I have
I'm gonna fly it.
I live somewhere already.
Yeah, I'm not staying at your house, dude.
Yeah, you got cooties.
Yeah. There's something wrong with you.
Not enough chickens.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
God.
yeah, of
too,
course.
Too many whaps.
Yeah,
too much WAP and too few. No. But the point I'm trying to make is like we should go somewhere.
Jonathan, put your mic up a bit, mate.
Put your mic up a bit, mate.
Let's go to Vegas.
I'm not allowed.
That did not work out well last time. No, I'm not going to wait.
I'm not allowed.
I'm pretty much sure that there's a warning down for me in Vegas somewhere. I did a thing in Vegas.
Huh?
When I told Kerry that I was going over to Sweden, she lost her shit. So going to Vegas with you lot.
It'll
Really?
be fine. I'm saying Louis.
Oh, okay.
So, like, Mikey, Illinois is pretty much smack bang in the middle, isn't it?
Roughly. I mean, there's more to the west of me than to the east of me, but there's
Yeah,
also...
because you're like, up by the Great Lakes, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean,
where was you thinking, Jonathan?
No, I was thinking somewhere nice.
Wow.
I've got this place, but I can't say it online.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, well, text me.
Yeah, no, I will do.
Don't text him during the show. He's just gonna say it out loud. You know what he's gonna do.
Just look. My phone's here. Just text me.
My team is a bunch of absolute monsters in 2K. If anybody was asking.
My phone does actually translate Asgardian. Fucking Samsung. Them Korean motherfuckers. They know how to do everything.
It's gonna be some. I think it's almost chocolate time for me. Oh, nice. Very nice. So can I put my game on the stream, or what's going on here?
I do you like, mate.
No, but the deal is, what I think that we should, which we haven't talked a lot about, is that first of all, a lot of the political discourse, especially over here, has been lost in these Corona times. We have forgotten to talk about. I know that it's still been a part in the US of the discourse because, well, you've had a fucking monster as your president, but over here we have stopped talking about immigrants. We stopped talking about racism and how we treat and the segregation between our new countrymen and the old ones. We've forgotten about that.
We're still talking about Brexit.
No, we're not talking about Brexit, mate.
No, we have over here. Same principle. Same principle.
Yeah, you've stopped talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But it's still fucking happening.
Yep.
It's still there. It hasn't disappeared. But in these times, and especially since, you know, the fucking USA election has been a fucking shit show. We've got Corona going on, and we got numbers going up all over. There are some very important issues that we haven't talked about for quite some time. And I see the right wing rising over here rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing the right wing, and I'm seeing the moderate parties. I'm seeing the blue parties over here, which is not the same as it is in over. I don't know why everything is reversed in the US, but they just got the colors wrong. But
apparently, it was a TV thing.
Yeah, but yes, blue over here is moderate, conservative, and capitalist, right? And red goes towards, you know, the more socialist movement. And we've forgotten to talk about a lot of these things because we've had all of these other issues that have been very important. And I see a lot of these fuckheads on Instagram, Twitter, and all of that spewing out these absolutely fucking racist statements. And nobody contests them anymore. Nobody talks about them anymore. Nobody does it. And they have their small group of incels just chiming in. And it's not small groups. I'm sorry, I said small groups. But we're talking about people who have 100k followers, right? Even in a country with 10 million people, 100k is quite a few. Yeah. That's a lot.
Tribalism will always be popular. It's just the way it works. Being part of your own in-group and using that in-group to attack other people is always going to be fun. It's never not going to be fun. There's just something, some part of our primate brain that's still left over, lingering. That
But why is it when we talk about our in-groups, we can look at those in-group, well, we can look external of our in-group and act logically. But when someone attacks our in-group, we act illogically.
But do you?
Yeah. When someone, if say I go abroad and someone talks about the British badly, I'll react. Why?
Even if they're correct?
Yeah.
You don't do that to me though, mate.
No, but that's the difference, because I know you mean no malice. But it's when it's someone that is external of your in-group, because you are part of my in-group. You, Mikey, Cortez, Brenner, all part of my in-group. When you say something about Britain, I know that you're doing it in a
Ball busting way.
yeah. But if it's someone, it's like you can take the piss out of my family, but you can't.
Okay, because I don't have that. You have detected in myself by living in a foreign country for the last 12 years, right? That I have become more and more of, a nationalist. Like I really love Norway, the values I sometimes deserve.
Give me a Norwegian value.
What our king said. Norwegians are not defined by their color, their ethnicity, their religion, their sexuality. Everybody who lives in this country is a Norwegian to me, and everybody should be under this banner.
Swap Norwegian for British.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
No. What I'm saying is, you can't have a geographical value. You can't.
No, okay.
Because being nice to people is not geographically specific.
Okay, so okay, so we got our so we've talked about
so Jarte, let me finish my point. So when people talk about British values, I'm like, well, if a British value is just being nice to someone, how is that geographically specific? You can't say that.
Okay,
you're just being nice. You're just being nice.
A decent human being. All right.
Yeah.
Let me do this instead, because this is a thing that I'm thinking is quite important. So Norway has only had its own constitution since 1814. We were only an independent country since 1905. We are talking 115 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there are people alive today which parents were a part of that separation of power from Sweden in 1905. So we're only 4 generations away from that separation. We remember that. So when people wave their flags over here, we are very proud of being a nation, because we have only been a nation for 115 years. And for us to be a nation is very, so everything, our natural heritage, the thing when people use Vikings as white supremacy argument, like I'm a Viking, so I believe in the whiteness of something. We take exception to that, because this is our culture. This is where the Vikings came from. So we actually believe in the values of the country that was created just 115 years ago.
See, this is where the myth of the nation state falls down. Then,
what do you mean the
completely?
Myth?
Because if we agree, as in over every single border, that being nice to each other, being excellent to each other, is what we agree on, and that makes us who we are. And then we reject everyone who wants to be a dick, then it's borderless. It transcends borders.
Yes,
being nice to each other transcends borders. So what's the point in putting borders up if you've got one group saying, "Oh, I'm Norwegian and I'm a Viking and I hate black people"? Well, I'm Norwegian and I love black people and I love all people. Why put this label of Norwegian? Just be like, do you know what? I am me. I get on with everyone. I don't hate anyone. Let's use that as the parameter, rather than this arbitrary nation state, which, as through history, has been changed and amended many, many, many times.
Yes, agreed, dude. But what you were talking about is something else. You were saying
you're conflating two things, which is why you keep running to the same circular argument.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. This is a circular argument. So if I say that the values of my country are this and this and this and this, and you say, yeah, but that's just being a decent fucking human being, that doesn't make it not the values of the country where I was raised.
Correct. And those are,
Right.
and people can, in two different countries, two different cultures, or subcultures even, can have a lot of the same things, but not be identical. It doesn't have to be something exclusive to you. I mean, like he talked about, he brought up one thing, and then you brought up the similarities that it has with other things. You didn't bring up the differences.
No, what I'm saying is we all reject the same things. We all reject the same things when it comes to hatred.
No, but here's a cultural difference between between Shartan, between Sweden, Norway, and the States. It's the age of consent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's weed policies or drug policies. There's literally thousands of differences between our countries, but we mostly agree on most things.
Mm-hmm.
So our cultures would be similar. Just like Wayne, us in the UK and the US are very similar in a lot of things, but our medical system and our parliamentary versus federal government systems are grossly different. So cultures can be similar, but not exactly the same. So there is so it's not that we need to have differences. It's that there are differences, and the names of each one of those groups helps you distinguish what those differences might be.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, we are living in 3 different nations right now, us 3 as we speak, but all 3 of us agree primarily on the same principles, right? We reject hate and we embrace love and cooperation and just trying to be excellent to each other.
I'm very ambivalent about you right now, but okay.
Fuck you. But what I'm saying is that these things transcend borders. So does hate.
So what you're saying is all the things you just brought up are not cultural differences, but we're talking about cultural differences. So if you bring up cultural similarities, they don't work in arguments about cultural differences.
No, I'm talking about similarities between us.
Yeah, yes, but when you say,
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm trying to say.
I hear what you're trying to say. I hear what you're trying to say, but the way that you're saying it is that the things that make us different are the same things that make us the same. And it's like, well, no, the things that make us the same are the same. The things that make us different are different. You know what I mean? Like they're 2 separate groups there, but you're treating both groups like they're the same. And Tons of Mice wants to know, did Wayne just quote Bill and Ted? And the answer is yes.
Yes, I did. Because that's my mantra. Being excellent to each other.
The thing, yeah, but be excellent to each other. But be excellent to each other can be British. And be excellent to each other can be American. And be excellent to each other can be Norwegian.
That's my argument.
But that doesn't mean we just melt the borders between our countries because we all believe that everyone should be excellent to each other. Like that's a farcical argument. Like that doesn't make any sense at all.
It's a circular argument because the only thing you're saying is that, okay, so if we just take everything that's good with our countries and we agree on this and this and this, well, then there's no reason for you to be proud of your country because a lot of other countries have those values as well. It's like,
but again, being proud of your country, what does that actually mean?
I mean, you have a favorite football team, no?
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
If they're good, they're good. If they're shit, they're shit.
And that's what a lot of people think about different cultures.
Yeah, but there are certain people that will think that their team can't be wrong. Their team can't lose. Yeah. If they lost, it was someone else's fault. There was some accentuating circumstances.
There's a lot of, just like the sports world is a perfect allegory for this because it's exactly parallel. Like there are people in Chicago who have been Cubs fans for 140 years and they've won twice in those 140 years, but all those other years Oh, they knew for sure that they were going to win. When
Mm.
the evidence was clearly not in their favor. And even if they knew that they weren't going to win, it was still their favorite team.
But the problem is you can't have an intellectual analysis with those people because they have an emotional investment in that team.
But what would you call somebody whose favorite team was always the team that was heavily favored to win the championship?
I don't know.
I wouldn't call them a real fan of the team that they're supporting because their support is constantly waxing and waning based on whoever they thought had the best chance. You know what I'm saying? So
like a glory hunter.
Yeah, like people who love the Yankees in the 90s. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, you live in fucking Oklahoma. Yeah, of course you love the Yankees because or like the Cowboys or all these like the Bulls in the 90s too. Like who
It's
didn't
like
love the fucking
my neighbour
Bulls?
who's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Right. You're like 500 miles away from Liverpool, mate.
Again, can we stop talking about cricket?
Well, if you were cultured, you would know that sports and art are the best ways for the human
Expression.
ethos. The human ethos to communicate with us, and that's
they're metaphors. They're metaphors for life.
See, it was too deep for you, Bartan.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was too deep.
If you can't punch it, kill it, or eat it, you don't really care.
But it's,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but I mean, it's fine for people to say that I like the Dallas Cowboys, or I like the Chicago Bulls, or I like Liverpool. But for someone to be like, I don't know, a Cubs fan and say, well, all baseball players are such.
Mm. No,
That's where it gets in, and that's when people go from fandom and pride in something into hating. If I can,
this is where my point gets proven most, because I can quite easily sit there and say I'm a fan of the England football team because that's my country and that's my team representing me. And then when they lose, I'll go, yeah, they were shit. They played badly. But if someone else was to say your team was shit and you played badly, and I said, no, we fucking didn't, that's a reaction. But if in reality we did play shit and we did play badly, and I didn't acknowledge that, that's where the problem comes. Because I can quite happily say Arsenal played shit yesterday, and I'll take it. But if I sit there and say, "Oh, we were robbed for this reason, for that reason," make up excuses. Oh, if me nan had wheels, she'd be a bus. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. You have to be objective with these things. You can identify as an Arsenal fan or a Cubs fan, but if someone gives you objective facts and you reject those objective facts because your emotional loyalty to that particular standpoint is challenged, then you can't really be held. Well, you're not being logical. You can't be.
well, I mean, it can be logically consistent without being um, widely accepted. If that makes any sense. Like if I have a ruler that is supposed to be 12 inches long and it's only 11 inches long, and I say that something is one ruler length long, and everyone interprets it as a foot, and my ruler is broken, it's insufficient. I'm being logically consistent if I know that A equals B and B equals C, I can go from A to C. It doesn't have to be true to be logical. Does that make sense?
No, that doesn't make sense because you have to have
logic and fact
you have to have consensus. You have to have a consensus.
No, you don't. Logic and fact are mutually exclusive. They're not the same thing. So when you're talking about things that are factually accurate, and then you're talking about things as being logical, and you're using them interchangeably, but they're not.
No. You're confusing what I've just said. I just said that if I think my team are the best and they've lost, I will make excuses as to why they've lost if I'm emotionally attached to that team where I can't see any kind of objective fact. If Arsenal lose 1-0, but played the better football for 90 minutes and then lost a 1-0 own goal, and I say, oh, do you know what? We lost the game. That's it. I can sit there and emotionally argue we played the better football.
Yeah, but better is something that's relative, and that's something that's objective to
Exactly.
each person.
It's not logical. Exactly.
You're using logically incorrectly when it comes to like philosophy and the philosophies of thought and things like that. So logically, it still can be logically consistent without being true.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
No. I get what you're saying on that front.
So as far as they're concerned, they have not committed any logical fallacies.
No, but logically they lost.
No, factually they lost.
Mm.
But logically, their team played better.
Oh, no, because that's subjective.
No,
that's subjective. Oh.
Okay, it's counterintuitive.
It's subjective. This team played better.
Right.
This team played better, but the other team won. How is that? That's subjective. That's completely subjective.
Right, but as long as it's consistent, it can still be considered logical.
Mm.
It's not true, but it's logical. If I can list off 30 reasons why I think my team played better, and if enough people have a consensus to say these are the traits of a good game versus these are the traits of a bad game, then yes, a team can play better.
No, because all those things are subjective. Well, this team played better. Well, here, this team won.
So let's say this. So if I
let's do this mental exercise, because this team played better subjectively, but this team won. Now, what is the logical outcome? This team won. That's it.
But does that mean that
by the rules of the game, this team won?
But you have to go back to the original question and of questioning whether or not this team is better is a true or false statement. So if you're trying to like so if one team had more passes, better coverage, like, you know what I'm saying, like they covered their people closer, they did this better, they did everything right, but they still lost the game because their goalkeeper fucking Wayne fucking shanked it off of his fucking ring finger on his left paw, and it goes right. You
have to name me. Be there.
And then you knocked it into your own goal, but the rest of your team played a perfect game.
Yeah, Wayne swung his foot here, hit a divot, and went over his foot and went in the back.
And where Wayne was like this, and it went right between his legs.
Wayne was trying to catch a pizza.
No, like seriously, people never fucking buy Google speakers, because all of a sudden, all of my Google speakers, which are placed literally everywhere in my house, started playing cricket noises. I'm not even fucking joking.
There you go. They're getting you.
Hacking your ass as we speak. I was talking to my cousin. He was on the show one time, long time ago, like one of our first streams. He was like, he FaceTime video chatted me, and then he's walking into his apartment, and he's like, man, I wish there was a way for this to have like speakers all around the house, so then as soon as I walk into the house, it just like receives my phone call. I could just like talk, and I don't have to hold my phone. I'm like, yeah, the government would love for you to put some mics, some cameras, and speakers all over your shit. Go ahead, big boy. They'd love to mic your ass up for the rest of your life. Go ahead.
Mikey, I totally understand your point. I disagree, because I just feel there are certain things that are something you can count and something that could be.
Right, but you're talking fact versus logic, and that's what I was trying to point out.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Google Eats in the chat, dude.
Googly says, Mr. Charten, your order of crickets has been delivered.
Yes, it has.
You've got some beer battered crickets.
Oh, you gotta have them live. You gotta batter them yourself.
I had
If you have 'em
13
shipped, then no
fucking
good.
speakers around my house playing a fucking cricket noise.
Maybe they're trying to get you to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Something.
Nighttime sounds.
No, but Mikey, I agree with certain elements of what you've said, but I disagree with others. And you know what? That's the beauty of our podcast
Isn't that
and
nice?
our friendship in general.
Yeah, that you're wrong all the time. We think so too.
It's our favorite part.
I'm gonna go and nick me an EasyJet from Southend Airport and fly it into your house.
No, you can't.
What?
No fly
No,
zone.
you can't.
Can
No,
you
I
fly,
can.
Wayne? Wayne, you don't know how to fly.
Well, listening to Mystery Hour earlier, I know how to nick a plane.
What's one genre of video games that you miss from like a teenager? Because I used to love flight simulators. Is there anything that you guys have wanted to get back in?
Scrolling beat 'em ups like Double Dragon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Streets of Rage, that
Those
kind
are
of thing.
they just made a new Streets of Rage like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I've got the emulator in my living room. I just don't get a chance to play it.
Google Eats
Okay.
says you might also like a case of frogs.
Yeah, I know. Google Eats. If my
So what
speakers
was-
starting fucking frog sounds now, I am gonna be properly fucking freaked out.
Mikey, how old are you?
33.
So what was a game from your youth that really got you?
I like flight simulators. I had an old Windows computer, a Windows 3.1, that my old band director sold to me for $20, and I had to. It was probably worth way more than that, but he was being nice to me. So he sold me his old PC for $20, and he had a flight simulator game on there, and it was like World War I biplanes, and it was like my favorite fucking thing. And then I got an
Did you have a
N64.
PS1?
No, I never had a PS1. I had a Nintendo 64.
So did you have Wario Kart?
Mario Kart?
Wario Kart.
No.
Oh wow, that surprises me.
I had Diddy Kong
Wait.
Racing.
Did you have GoldenEye?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
GoldenEye and Star Fox.
Oh yeah.
Star Fox was a good fucking game. I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
playing that either. Flying games. I've been playing all these like sports and first-person shooters, a little bit of the hack 'em up, slash 'em up games, but I really miss a good flight simulator.
The new Star Wars VR game.
Oh, the X Squadron or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
seeing. Someone
I'm
showed me some
definitely
clips of
getting
it. Looks amazing. I'm not getting into the VR thing. Y'all, I'm gonna be the last one with a TV.
No, the VR stuff. There was this one game. I think it's called Mineshaft or something, where you had the two PlayStation ones and the VR headset, and you go down this old abandoned mineshaft, and you got these two guns in your hand, and you're looking around, and shit just comes at you, like zombies come at you, and I'm stood in my sister's living room, and everyone's like filming me, laughing at me, like I'm jumping around, like yeah.
Yeah, see, that's. I just don't. I'm not ready for all that.
No. You
No.
just-
No, I don't like the VR stuff. I think I'm gonna do like the Johnny English thing, where I walk out of my house and start punching my neighbors and stuff. No, I don't want to do the VR stuff.
Mm.
And then everyone's like, just try it. You'll love it. It's like, I don't know that that's something I particularly, especially for me, because even while I'm playing a video game right now, I'm having a conversation, I'm watching the chat, I'm doing this. I can't do all that and VR.
The thing is, Mikey, what Jartan just said, we know is not true. Because who's going to punch? Dr. Emma? Dr. Tobias?
No,
A chicken?
he better not punch Drew, or I'll punch him. Drew's a buddy of mine. I like Drew.
Oh, I'll get in a
Everybody
boat
fucking
right now.
likes Drew.
Drew's the man. Shout out to Drew if you're
Yeah.
watching.
Dr. Emma's husband,
Mm-hmm. Mr. Dr. Emma.
Mr. Dr. Emma. Which apparently isn't my best friend because I'm only his best friend, and he doesn't consider me his best friend. So he's not my best friend. So
But I thought you were
okay.
Scott from Five's best friend.
No, he's Mikey's best friend. Apparently.
No, that's your
Oh,
best. No, Shulg is my best friend.
Ah, okay. Can I have Scott,
Yeah, that's fine.
even though I'm not in a vocal harmony group?
That's why I thought Wayne was his best friend.
Wayne doesn't have friends.
This is very inside baseball for all the people who haven't seen
It
all of our
really is.
episodes.
Mikey, can you just notice something?
Hmm.
See where Jartan like squares up? He looks like he's got like, really gothic Mickey mouth ears.
Oh, the picture. That's how we're sponsored by Disney. So guys, make sure you go to disneyplus.com, promo code the bin podcast. And then you'll get to pay full price.
Easy fix.
That's why he's got 86 cameras. So now what does he look like?
Oh, here we go. Okay,
We'll find something else. Don't worry about it, Shartan.
okay.
Oh, what is that one?
See Stargate.
It's the Alpha Ceta Amarone.
We should go to Italy or something.
Fucking
BinCon.
yeah, dude.
BinCon, yeah.
Oh, Barcelona.
But we can't fight.
No.
Like, if we go to Italy,
No,
we can't
Barcelona's a
fight-
shithole.
Yeah, no. We're not gonna go to Barcelona. Italy, it'll be fine. It will be a hassle to find wine bad enough to serve Wayne, but
I think we should go like somewhere
we
like
could
Verona.
manage. Oh, did you say? What did you say? We should go to
Verona in Italy.
Do you know what's so special about Verona?
Yeah, they do good wine and pizza.
And which famous play plays out in Verona?
Romeo and Juliet.
And where's the balcony at?
Oh, I don't know. The fucking
Verona.
the Capulets fucking temple.
Yep.
I don't care.
Another message from Google Eats. Mr. Lynch, your order of one punchable chicken has been received.
Thank you. Please send it. I need it.
Don't punch chickens. You need to be nice to them.
You punch them with a thrust.
They got that love and feeling.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. You want to see that webpage that I found the other day? Give me a second. Oh,
No.
Mikey, bin him.
Well, I think it's about time for us to bin this episode anyway. So I have to go eat something and then take a nap, and then it's time for Voice from the Underground.
You need to see this first. Give me a second.
I think I know what he's doing.
Which
is why I will allow it.
It's the best thing ever happened to me in my whole life.
Oh, me and Mikey.
No, I went to this webpage, but you have to love this.
Oh, please. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fantastic.
Look at diabolical. All right. So what are we doing next week? Next week after show, we're doing The Boys, and then 2 weeks out, we're doing Utopia.
Yep.
Fucking excited, man! I've been ready to talk about this show with you guys.
I'm gonna need to do The Boys.
And I'm gonna stream myself playing some Valhalla this weekend.
I'll help you set it up.
Yeah,
Mikey, your layout will look perfect.
A lesson.
Yep, we can do that. But thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Feel free to hit us up. Give us a couple of pledges on Patreon. www.patreon.com/thebinpodcast. We're trying to get our Twitch channel together so we can get monetized over there. Because it doesn't look like YouTube is happening anytime soon. So follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/thebinpodcast. We need some subs. So for Wayne, Garthan, and myself, thanks for hanging out. It's been a blasty blast. We love y'all. Wash your hands, wash your face, and more importantly, wash your ass. Peace.
Wash your nun.